So now we're going to make our strap tabs and our strap. First we need to do is some pressing. Now we're going to want to make sure that we're pressing this so that it's going to end up the same width as our strap. So we're going to be pressing them this way. So fold it in half. Like that. If you press it that way, your strap's going to end up very narrow and much narrower than it should be. So just make sure that you're pressing it the right direction. Now we need to open them up, press them into the middle, like so. Same on this side. And press so that those edges are even, like that. Pop a clip on it to hold. Do the same with the other strap tab. Those edges almost meet in the middle, but not quite. With our strap tabs, when we stitch them, we're going to leave these ends raw, which will be different to our strap. We need to finish our strap so that the ends are not raw. So now we just need to repeat the folding process for our strap. Now once we have pressed our strap, we need to grab the ends and open them back and fold them so that the right sides are together, and pop a clip on there to hold. Same with the other end. Fold it back around so that the right sides are together. Pop a clip on there to hold. Like that, and you can put some clips along the other edges as well. Just starting back from the ends a bit, because obviously you're not going to put one there. So just stick some clips along here to hold. Now we're just going to pop over to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch those ends, and then we will open them back out and turn them right side out, press, and then stitch the whole strap. Okay, so now I'm just going to stitch across my strap. I'm using a stitch length of 2.4 and my seam allowance of 1 centimetre or 3/8 of an inch. Like that. Same on the other end. Okay, so due to the fact that I forgot to turn my camera on, pretend that you can see me snipping those seams. Just want to snip them back a bit so that they're less bulky. And now we're just going to poke them out properly. You can use a blunt object to poke them out if you wish. And just give them a press. Like so. And now we're going to go back over to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch our strap and also our strap tabs. I'm just going to put on my walking foot. You can also use a regular foot. You don't have to use a walking foot, but I know a lot of people have the walking foot and they just don't bother to use it, but it's actually quite good, especially for straps. Okay, so I'm going to be stitching my straps approximately 1/8 of an inch, 3mm from the edges, using a stitch length of 3.1. That's the stitch length I usually use for top stitching on quilting cottons. And there we have our stitched strap. Now we need to stitch our strap tabs. We're just stitching down each side. You do not need to do the ends. Now, because I didn't hold my threads when I started, my threads got eaten there. But in this case it's not going to matter because that's going to be hidden inside my bag. But if you don't want that to happen, hold your threads or hook them over your thread holder thing there. And hopefully they'll stay put. And there we have our strap tabs. Now retrieve your 2 D-rings and we're just going to thread our strap tabs onto there and pop on a clip. Wrong side together or in this case messy side. Now I like to use my zipper foot for this process because it allows me to get nice and close to my D-ring. Now I just like to move the needle right over so I don't hit my foot with the needle. I'm just going to start in the middle of the strap. And the reason I start in the middle of the strap is because it just tends to move less and I don't end up with more even edges. If I start on the end, by the time I've gotten over here, quite often it's moved a bit. It's not so neat. So now that we've basted those two ends together, we need to stitch close to our D-ring. So position that where it's comfortable. Again, in the middle, start. I should have held my strap, my thread ends, but I didn't. Like that. And we need to do the same again. And there we have our two D-rings. Trim away your excess threads.